Hi Johnson, welcome to the 99th episode of the Fairly Current Show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we're at the cusp of a lot of many different things, 99th episode. Yeah. But also Malaysia, as you know, we're going to go into the 13th general election soon. So you're part of the EPIC, which is trying to get as many as 2 million Malaysians registered out of the 4 million plus who are not yet registered.
Nearly 5 million.
Now, in the work that you're doing with EPIC, what has been some of the very difficult challenges trying to get people to register? Why are people not registering, especially young people?
Okay, I think there are a couple of reasons. I'll give you two. Firstly, it's a lack of awareness amongst the youth about the significance of their vote. A lot of them think that if they get registered, they are forced to vote for Party A or Party B. Because we've been all exposed to that partisan politics. But that's not so. What we're trying to do is tell people that they actually have a choice. They want to get their choice, which is their vote. Because if they don't register to vote, they have no choice at all when it comes to the time to actually vote for somebody. At the end of the day, they can choose not to vote. But you see, at least they have that choice. Okay. And secondly, I think the infrastructure in actually trying to register voters, it hasn't been very efficient. There is a lack of forms. There's very strict control on it. And so, and also a lack of awareness where to get registered. I don't think we see on the TVs or newspapers where people can actually get registered. And so this would be actually the post offices. But I've actually heard that when the youths go there or when people go there, they have run out of forms or the system is down and things like that. Right. Yeah, so there really is a slight inefficiency when it comes to that whole system itself.
Yeah. So with EPIC, what you're trying to encourage is to have these kind of roadshows or events or places where people can come and register. Yeah. And EPIC is non-partisan, correct?
Yes, definitely. Strictly non-partisan.
Okay. Yeah. And why do you think talking about non-partisan? I think this is something that more and more is floating in our Malaysian consciousness lah kan. Orang dah macam a bit jelak with partisan politics. How is it that people, especially young people, because Malaysia is predominantly a young country, can participate in building society or working in society without going down, like the partisan route?
All right. I think people should be more aware of what's happening and aware of their influence on people. I mean, a lot of people, they say that people don't care nowadays, that the young Malaysians don't care. But the fact is, I think we found out during 2 months of these things that we've met a lot of people. And actually people do care. It's just that they feel that they are alone. They feel like no one else cares except them. And their impact is only very minimal. But I think what people need to know is that that everyone has a lot of influence in their area itself. I mean, a leadership guru, John C. Maxwell, says that a person has at least impact over 10,000 lives in their one lifetime itself. So people need to know that and need to take ownership and responsibility of their country, in whatever they do. It doesn't need to be in the area of political issues, but it could be anything.
It could be in terms of I can start a business and support 4 people. As simple as that, right?
So you don't exactly have to go into the arena of politics that we know of, like Party A and Party B. But the fact that you actually care for something, you're already kind of in politics, and you're kind of changing something around that area.
Just not partisan politics.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, EPIC has been holding these events for the last 2-3 months. And at the onset, you said you were challenged, by the other people, who are also aligned or who are trying to achieve the same thing, to register as many as 2 million Malaysians.
2 million Malaysians.
2 million. So, how many have you so far to date managed to register? I'm
proud to announce that we have 1%, slightly over 1% of that goal. We have 22,000 people. That was, I think, about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
We have yet to get reports from people from the north and the south of the peninsula yet. Right now we're in 9 states, so we lack 4 more states to make this a nationwide movement.
I see. And they're all currently focused on the peninsula.
Not that we're currently focused in Peninsula.
But it's just that you're operating in the Peninsula.
Just that no one has approached us yet
I
who
see.
are willing to open a booth in Sabah and Sarawak under this movement itself.
What are your thoughts
Yeah.
about automatic registration for voters?
Well, I mean, that will make things easier for everybody, really. But I think it's important sometimes that we have to fight a little bit for things. If not, then you won't really appreciate it. Because I know a lot of people actually say, hey, we should just do automatic registration because it's everyone's right to have a vote. But I think for such a young country like ours, this is kind of required. We're looking at this from a very optimistic, positive perspective. Because if we had automatic registration, we won't be able to do this and meet more friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So it gives us something to do.
yeah, and two is that I think with that little effort that you take out to come and register as a voter, that makes you really appreciate more. There's more significance to that whole process and experience.
Okay. Talking about fighting, for your right.
Yeah.
Recently there's a case of these Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia students, the 4, who were detained and arrested, during the Hulu Selangor by-election. And they will be taken to their university court and tried. What are your thoughts about young Malaysians who can vote but then are stopped from participating in partisan politics through such acts as the University and University Colleges Act?
I think I really believe that people in the university this whole institute itself was built to encourage learning and maturity and development in thinking processes. And I think if you put such a law, it contradicts that whole purpose and spirit of the university, or even the development of the youth of this country itself. So I don't know, there's some contradictions there, and it doesn't really make sense. But then again, maybe it's a good thing because then the youth can be more aware about like different issues instead of like partisan politics. Because to be very honest, from my personal perspective, it's quite messy. The whole system is a bit messed up.
Yep.
And so maybe to keep people from that would be a good thing, so they can carve out a different path and create a whole new system to how things can work in our society.
Yeah. And so thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks very much for having me.
Remember to voice your choice.